Hello? 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 I'm not hearing you. Can you hear me, Sean? Yes, I'm making sure that this works out. I'm trying to get the mic to work. Uh, let's see if I flip it over. Now a little bit louder because I flipped you over. Now the webcam up there. Seems like it's working. Um, okay, so I hooked her into my headset. So now I can do it. My first time doing this, so I'm a little. Yeah. Yeah. So we have this. This is an SPF 10. It's been stretched. Stretched it to now it's a 13.25 inch wheelbase. It's been total axle. Um, Oh yeah, that's a slip of what? So let's see. Wasn't able to test it last time because very hard. It's not that if I help you more in a bit, can you hear me better? So knocked off the noise canceling thing. All right, all right. Yeah, I can't do it any better right now. I will have to eventually pick up a bit of mic that and use it. But we got this. So the talk is on that. Like Chaco. Definitely, this is the one that we will be using. I'm going to take this body off, and I'm going to the whole chassis off. I'm going to use all this underneath, and I'm going to put this on the buggy and hopefully get the buggy going. Okay, so this one will always be not working so well because I'll eventually get coral axles for this one and build a buggy out of this one. And then you have the trailer and power wagon. These are the dualies. I just got some gray ones printed. So the gray ones will render better on the camera. And this is the wheels are slightly different. We will be installing them on this Livestream so I can show you how these work. I am currently selling these at a local hobby shop. I will be selling them online soon, and I'll put a link in the videos when I get that going. Um, let's see. So it might be kind of hard to fly for anything gray, but it feels better. These are the dually wheels. They bolt straight on this truck, and they don't require any part. They don't require any extra bolts or anything. They just pop right on there. And this is the front one. These both come together in a set. So these will be pretty cool. And then for keep your make the wheel nuts not ugly or anything, that printed maybe a little very hard to render it. Uh, lug, 8 lug, so you can put them in the dually wheel, and it'll give it a nice appearance. Uh, here's the buggy case. This is going to we are going to be putting this one on here. So I'm going to be converting that today and see how far I can get. I got this off Proof of Principle. This guy, he did a really good job. It's a little fuzzy in real because I got to get my filament to dry better and then print them. I think they'll come out better when it's fully dry. And then decided to go with a light gray for the buggy. I thought that'd be a cool color, and it's a PETG, which is a more stronger plastic that does not work in the sun. You kind of like that. They are super glued on there. So, and then you got these really cool, like little buggy doors that just go on like that, kind of. So it looks better when it's put together. But it's got, and then it's got these frame rails. These are very cool little frame rails. This is all PCG, where I want it to be super strong and don't have any issues with the kind of like that. You'll see when it's assembled. But these dually wheels, they are right now. I am selling them for about $15 at the hobby shop. So they aren't horribly expensive. They are plastic, but they are definitely the capability of these trucks with these on there. This is like a pretty much stock SCX 24, and it is completely. And these dualies, you put them right on there, and it just works like a dream. I hardly flip it because of them. But we also, and then we have this guy. This is an SCX 24 trailer. I am really happy to have this. It really makes it like a really cool experience because this taco truck, this base camp, SCX 24 base camp, can just go right on here. And then you can tow it around. And then we have ramp. These are cool functional ramp. They come off and they pop right on here. So if you're looking for a little trailer to tow your RC cars around with, this is good. About $50. It's from a company called Axia. They make really good stuff. But sometimes you have issues like this, but there you go. It did have lights on it, but what was happening is that the lights were hitting these little levers right here to get the ramps out, so I had to pull the lights off. I do have the red cat. Oh boy. It's a little bit muddy because I'll have some videos out on my channel soon, short of it going through water. It is pretty heavy because I think there's water in the tires, which I think will be fine for a while until I do that. But this is a complete stop. It's got, well, the only thing that is like Proline High Tractor tires on it. Either definitely you can get them dirty and muddy and they'll still crawl up things. It's an incredible truck. It's definitely heavy, but it's got a good weight distribution to it. I would highly recommend it. The Red Cat Gen 8 Stout. And then um, uh, a sentence. A sentence, it's normal 4x4 sentence, the older kind. It's something's kind of broken because I've been racing it. I think it was broken when I bought it. Got off Vicious Marketplace. So cutting these holes in the back. Of course, it looks kind of ugly, but I can jump this thing now and not have it roll as much or take air. It is on a 5400 kV brushless system. It's 2S, and I can top about 50 mile an hour with it. The pins are a pain. My other one doesn't have pins. So hard to see. I can't really move the camera. The right here is a Hobby Wing 5400 kV motor, and then it's running a Hobby Wing 120 amp ESC. V2 is a great combo for a racing truck. It's definitely built out. It's got a eco power, budget friendly steering servo, so it puts out some power. I think it's not steering great, so I'm pretty sure I had the steering off slightly. But it's running an SL20 Spectrum transmitter. I do like these. I was very happy to get this one. This apparently came with them in the beginning when they were back then. But this is definitely, you want a truck for your kids and stuff. This is definitely these little trophy trucks. This one does not break. I got one that's completely almost shredded and it has not broken. So I'm very happy with these. I got the body. Body's a little beat up from racing. Let's see if I get the Fury down. And then I got the Fury, which is the newest version of the Arma truck. I mean, I have beaten the heck out of this thing. It's definitely, the bumper is completely sheared off. I sheared that off in a race. It's technically a roller right now. I don't have much electronics or anything in it because I just haven't. I've been focusing on these things. I've been calling it around. It's also winter time, so it only makes sense if you're out there in the snow. I'll grab my newest edition of this fleet of truck over here. New it. I have been. I just got this one built. This is a cot rig. This is definitely it. Ready to go. It actually crawls around. I will be eventually in these live streams getting a crawler course out here, so then I can crawl them and show you how good these are. This is a FMS RC, so it's got this cool little transmitter. It was capable of 2 speeds, and then I went to single speed because I could switch it manually, but it's got you just Velcro. It's on Velcro. Yeah, well, oh well. Pop it off right here. So you got little the Portmaster. You get a 180 motor. It's 66 turns, and then it's running this ESC. This ESC is incredible. It does have a mix of parts on it, so this chassis is 3D printed. I will be releasing this chassis onto Maker's World Printables, all the 3D model websites, so you can print it. I just haven't finalized it yet. It does do no bumpers because a comp truck really doesn't do bumpers. But it's because this is an STX24 this is an STX24 drive shaft, and then this is an older FMS drive shaft, and then this skid plate is customly 3D printed. So what happens is that the rock comes right here and it goes down, down, and up and out. So then your ground clearance is incredible. This is has incredible ground clearance. So then what happens is when you crawl up something, your sorry, your it just slides right across the rocks and there's no issue. It definitely is. This is what you want for a comp vehicle. It has because I countersink the hole, so the countersink in there, so everything just slides right across, and it makes it very smooth. Drill the shocks and surprise. Um, and then it's got a Emax. This is an Emax steering servo. I love this thing. I've never had issues. I have one, and this, and this has got so much brass on it, and it's still doing really good. So they're really good steering servos. They're both Endure steering servos, except I bought this one, the steering servo off online. I bought this one at a hobby shop. Meaning that I think the hobby shop one, they only come with plastic. I think this one may have came with metal at one point, but they're totally different trucks. They are, I think this one is closer to a Gladiator FTX24 and a Spirit Storm wheelbase. And this one is the 5.2 inch. It does have a direct drive thing right here in case I wanted to do 6x6. But yeah, I might have to take that off because when I was crawling the last time, it was pulling back. But it definitely is one of a kind. I do have, I'll pop this open. It is on, there's the brushless motor. It is really dinky. I mean, it's smaller than my finger, and it's incredible power it has. That's a great motor. It's about $30 on Amazon. You can pick it up, and then it's got a dash RC, dash RC CSC, brushless CSC. It runs the batteries. I don't have the battery in here, but the battery actually comes up and it goes right up here on the front. So all the weight is up forward, which I do like. Surprisingly, I forgot I have a no wheel nut on the thing on the front of that gift cover. I might have to put one back on. I'm surprised it hasn't came off yet, for no other reason why. But it's got the U Racing, sorry, a Power Hobby LCD chassis, great chassis. Really like this chassis. Um, it's got Enduro tires. Got these big, beautiful Enduro tires. These are really great for grabbing up on rock and stuff. These really nice aluminum wheels. These took a while to get here, but they're super nice. They got the Endura silicone inserts in them, so you got the nice softness, but you still have the nice sidewall, so your sidewall doesn't collapse when you're crawling up something. It's got no bumpers, but this one is stock wheelbase. I haven't side stretched it. I probably when I put it on the buggy, I might stretch it a little bit, but it's definitely the sliders are 3D printed. I made these myself. They're little sliders that kind of fit on there, but they've been working for a while. And then right here, hard to see it, but it's a Manus RC 8 channel. I would highly recommend getting that. It is super nice. It's a small, compact remote, and it gives you all the channels you want. You can do rear steer and jig and everything. I have it right here. You just grab it. I have it right here. It's a full digital remote. So these panels can be where your rear steer is located. So that's super like grabbing and everything. It's super, it's nice. And literally this remote, it's not like a expensive Sky or anything. It is $35 that comes with that receiver. Super easy to work with. Very happy with it. And it's about the size of this remote, a little bigger. This remote's pretty small. Here's a comparison to so this is the Spectrum SLP remote that come stock with these SCX24s and trucks. The size difference is about the same, but with this, the handle so far, you just can't drive it properly. This, you can just drive real easy. It doesn't feel cheap. This feels cheap. This does not feel cheap. And then for my 110, I use the Endura ESC. Endura transmitter. I've had this one for a while. It's been through a few of my trucks. It's a analog, but it's got this really nice cover, so you can't really do it. Like swap them out. I have swapped them on a few other ones. These two allow you to have different remote panels. This is great on like a crawler that you want to go rear steer or something, because you can go up like this and then control it right here. This one will be getting rear steer eventually when I can afford it. But I have all these trucks and I have 7. I will be eventually getting an SCX30. I do plan on doing that so I can have a cool truck to upgrade. But I think we'll now do it. I don't think maybe what we'll do is we'll first start swapping tires and then we'll work on the buggy. I just get all these back up on the shelf. It was finally a day that I was able to do a live stream because every other day was windy and I couldn't. I don't want to try it because I am sitting in a spot where I potentially could lose it for Wi-Fi. But what we'll do is maybe a little closer to the end, I will run this truck just so you can see how it runs. It's pretty smooth being on a brush motor. Bring this one over. So first, let me see if I can work on the tires first of this one. It does have this bumper right here, which is custom by me. It's gonna have mud flaps on it, so they'll stick out like beyond right here or something. So it'll be like cool little mud flaps that swing back and forth. And the hip might stay here, or I might put it up here. I had a spot where I could put it right here, but I might leave it right here because it's actually in a good, kind of in a good spot. It does have a brush maker's fire motor on it. So this motor is incredibly powerful for what it is, but we will get to the next thing. Yeah, my tools. It's like right out here is where all my tools are located. I just got that set up. So I've got everything from like this axle that I'm working on. It's a direct driven axle because it's direct through axle. So it's a 6x6 axle. Despite being one of my later builds. Millen, so you know I did want to show this. This is one of the builds that's in the near future that I'm hoping to finish. This is a TRX4M LCG chassis. It is completely 3D printed with some hardware. So the battery is right here in the back, and then here's the front. I have this is a transmission that I've had off my old TRX4M with the skid plate. And then the cool thing is I printed some axles that actually you still get the internals and you stick them on there. So this one is for the rear, this one's for the front. And this guy on Maker's World, he has his axles. I think his name is Cat. He's got where this could be a through axle, so you can make it 6x6. I would say that this is definitely a cool ambition. I am very happy to do this. And the cool thing is that right here, these are not like, it doesn't look because a lot of these are like that. This actually, the skid comes off the bottom, and here's your diff cover, and then here's your inside. So you can easily access them. It's super cool. And then this this is some little guy mini models on Nature's Vault. He's got this really cool, so the battery goes right here, and then the ESP transmitter goes right here. The receiver goes right here. And I've got all these like these cool little knuckles and everything that go on there. Steering part. Got the links printed, so these are ready to go. He's got to find some link pivot joints. But it's definitely going to be a fun adventure. And then you have this and that. So it's kind of like that. In one of my live streams, I might set it up and we might build it. I'm hoping maybe do that by next year sometime. Oh yeah, one more thing. Let's get the trophy truck out, the mini one. We got the mini trophy truck. It is one of my projects that I've been working on. It moves pretty smooth right now. I gotta do some redoing, and then I gotta go find an axle that's a straight axle that besides this. It's definitely been a long challenge for me. So it has this really cool steering. It's very close to the Luis Micro Bead truck and the Arma big truck. It's definitely, I found I gotta make this arm in here a little longer so it can run the truck. But then it'll allow it to be able to steer properly without going too far over on one side. For a while, when I had it direct driven, it was doing really, really well. But then I had to go back, and I'm like, wait, I can't direct drive it. But then I started getting to think of it is that I can actually grind down the motor shaft slightly and make a gear that pops on there, so it's kind of more like a D shape, and that now prevent it from spinning. And it'll be still pressed on there, but it'll prevent it from spinning. And that will allow it to be, I think that will allow me to run a direct driven motor, because a direct driven motor is a lot better idea for something like this. On this tiny little stock 88 turn, I was probably pushing 5-10 miles an hour out of it. It definitely is really fun. This is going to be a really cool project. I will probably be giving one of these away in one of my live streams, maybe as a prize raffle or something if I can find an app to do that. And then this is the F1. It's kind of hard to see, but this is the F-150 body, 1987. a 250 body with a Bigfoot body from J Concept. So this is a J Concept body. I do like it. Going to be kind of like that. It is slightly wider. I'm still trying to figure out all that, but it's definitely really cool for what I can do in 3D modeling. So I'm still working on that. But I'm going to focus on a few new ideas that I'll talk about later that are definitely going to either be normal or they will technically revolutionize, change how I do things. So here, let's change these wheels and tires. I gotta get this. I haven't really done much out here. This is my new working area. Well, I'm probably in the next few of the streams. I might try to do a stream every week. Is I'll have my big printer out here, and then I'll show off the big printer. It's definitely a very large 3D printer. It's very hard to see. I don't have it in a great angle, but that's the enclosure for it. It's definitely the size of a doghouse. It's massive. You have to have double wide door to fit it through it. But I'll have all my bolts and nuts. Very nice bolts and nuts. If you're an STX 24 builder, you've got to have the Ramcrad screws for STX 24s. These are definitely worth it. This is like $16, and it comes with like a ton of bolts and nuts. It's definitely used down for me because I do build them all the time, but it comes with bearings, nuts, washers, everything for you to build. So you can definitely build little RC shock and everything. So it's great for someone. It's so small that you can carry around your pocket in case you lose a nut or bolt out on the trail. This is a 3D printed case. I bought it and I looked at it and like, this is a 3D printed case. It's really cool what ram crabs can do. My base camp truck has the ram crab on the front. This is a ram crab linkage system. I'm very happy with it. Have had no trouble with it. So it's super nice. But let's see. I'm trying to put towards camera. Using Dora, that driver was super nice too. I'm very happy. It allows me to get into like these wheels are super deep wheels. You kind of have to have something like this to put them on. It pops this off. You just pops right off if you pull your nut off. And then these are RC 4-wheel drive Baja Claw tires. They're really cool. And then it just pops right out of there. These are the original ones that I was designing, and then I went to a few, and then this was the final design. So, and also another reason why I printed them in gray is they just render on the camera better. But these will come in gray, black, white, just whatever colors. Maybe I'll do some custom colors eventually, just in and because they have to be done in PETG, which will require that kind of stuff kind of expensive. But this is a Elgu rapid PETG. If you dry it, I think it would be better. And I forgot to take that off, so I'm gonna have to pull back off this. This might be a little bit more difficult now to cool down, but this is kind of like the back. It definitely could be cleaner. I'm getting better at it. But it should just pop right off. Just like that. Okay. So this is it. We put it in here. These are directional tires. They have to be that way. So you just pop these on here. The really cool thing about these tires is wheels, I managed to get them to where they can be, you get them on here. It might need to be a little wider, but you pull it. I am literally pulling on it and it's not moving. So it's kind of like, definitely unique. So these are tires. I think this gray will match out with this truck. This truck I will for the Christmas theme. I might do a light theme on Christmas maybe. It's gonna have I'm gonna print little dates and it's gonna have little Christmas presents. Maybe we'll have Santa on the trailer. So it just pop right on there. And being that this is a newish design, the wheel it's very hard to see it, but the little thing for the wheel, the axle shaft sticks out enough that you can put the wheel nut back on. My other design wasn't able to do that. I'll be running gray just so it's easier for the camera to detect it. Black's a lot harder, especially some of the blacks that are like glossy black and it's very hard to see them. But I'm hoping to have an online store soon, so I can probably will be Etsy first, so I can start selling them. I feel like what I like to do is I like to design these things. So then the problem is I see all these other people. They're selling their trucks, like they're selling their stuff in like a PLA, which PLA isn't a great RC component. It will just warp. I've seen a lot of reviews and stuff saying, hey, it warps. So this stuff's all made out of most better heat resistant than the PLA. Nylon would technically be better, but some of my more like going to hit impact, like my bumpers and stuff, they will be made out of nylon. There's the wheel. This is a higher truck because I had to get the battery and stuff to fit. But I definitely think these are going to be good looking wheels on this truck. They are definitely rendering a lot better. Now here's the thing about this is it comes with these spare 8-lug things because you will have to tear these off to get the nuts out. I just for some reason decided that you can't really take them off without doing that. Okay, so I might require a kit. And I don't want them coming off, so I don't. No. Oh, it just popped off. Hey, I got lucky. I just popped right off. This is a really cool accessory for those wheels. I try and get some of these big Livestream guys to want some so they can put them as giveaways. Because I really want to get these wheels out to people. I think people will really like these wheels. They are definitely a cool thing. And then let's see, it just popped off and there's two wheels together. So you don't have to worry about feed lock springs or anything. If you run like big soft compound tires, they might have issues. But I have put these on, and oh yeah, Traxxas TRX form tires, they will not fit these wheels. I had a friend tell me that it wasn't going to fit his wheels. So I might make a wider version of these dually wheels for those wheels because they're for those tires because they are a lot wider than most tires. But you just pop these right off this wheel. It's super easy to pop. Sometimes super easy. That's this cool little dually wheel. It's an 8-lug pattern. Kind of like the Vision Soft 8 wheel. And then this is the gray one. And you can make sure it fits. I do make sure these fit most of the time, just to make sure so when I send them out to the customer that they don't have to file anything. But I managed to get it to print how it should be. You just got to put like a tenth of an inch bigger, and it usually works. It's definitely great. Anyone who's watching out there who isn't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come on like that, and I'll answer your questions. But it is definitely cool. It's very, very cool concept. You just stick them on there. This dually wheels is kind of a little more difficult. You do gotta just play with it to get it fit. But you gotta grab it a little bit, making sure it fits on there so it just pop on off. I haven't had them pop off on the trailer yet. And the cool thing is you get water in these, you can just pull them right off and do it super easy, not having to do like this has like 4 or 5 V-lock things behind it to take them off. I think if you're running them, just have a maybe put some like cheap solder wire in there. That I think you could run it just fine. That would give you a little more weight. I can use metal infused filament if I want to, and that might make you heavier. But at the same time, when you're running the STX 24s, you really don't want them heavy. You don't want the wheels, you don't want moving weight. So you can like upgrade the axles and hubs and stuff, and that's a better way to go. Wheel weights, I don't really run wheel weights, but I usually run hub weights and stuff. It's definitely better alternative to truck. And then this just pops on here. Super easy, super smooth. I may be giving in the next few live streams around Christmas, I might do a donation giveaway and give away these wheels because these wheels are, and then we'll establish a few more colors so we can have colors with them. But I'm really hoping to do this live streaming more often because the shorts they're okay. They're not getting as much as I thought they would. But I don't expect much. This is just a hobby fun channel that I just want to share my cool stuff with people. And my tips and tricks. This is definitely a thing that I love doing. It's a fun, relaxing hobby to me. It does get expensive sometimes, but not really when you're 3D printing most of it. It's great skill. So that side is installed. I can't turn that one. Well, just turn off that light. Stuff to me. That's more true to the fact how dark these wheels are. So it's not like super light gray. It's more of like aluminum color. But you have I'll pop the other side off and show. So you're gonna have gray and black. And then you got this, just go in here, do a little bit of this. If that doesn't feel around, so you can pop it off. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I mean, I do that on purpose. But so you got this off. It's actually not breaking them surprisingly. And then your wheel nut's right in there. So it just covers the wheel nut so you're not having to worry about it. But the thing I mostly hate either hair in your wheels, the tires, there are little hexes in here, or I actually with the Red Cat, I had like huge ball of fishing wire get in there. Like I was going along, crawling up things. You'll see in my videos, I will be running. I got a lot of shorts. I got about 5 or 6 videos out on the river today, and I came up to the thing, was gonna climb a hill, and I noticed fishing wire, so I pulled it, and it's just this, and I pulled it all out. This is giant ball of fishing wire. I'm like, come on, people, don't leave the fishing wire here. It just gets caught up in these things, and it's horrible. I've had it happen to me a few times on the Columbia River where I live. But it's definitely gonna be. This is gonna be a really cool build. I love doing this. This is definitely fun. 3D modeling is hard to get used to. It's not bad at all. I finally got used to Autodesk Fusion. The frame for that Chevy truck came off Autodesk Fusion. It's definitely a big deal for me to learn the Fusion software because now I can do round stuff. I can make roll cages, but then I found this roll cage, so I just decided to print this roll cage. I should add some glue to it because I did break it a little bit and pull on the support. If you are 3D printing or doing 3D printing, I would use tree support because when you're printing in PCT, you can pull those off easier than doing like a grid pattern. But sometimes you have to do grids like this. And you'll find when I have to pull this off, you're watch how hard this is to pull this off. It's incredibly hard, especially when it sits and cools down. But here we go. We got the wheel, it's on there, ready to go. It could be funny and put like triple wheels on it. That would be an interesting wheel for it. Put a big deep thing with the triple wheels. I've considered doing an SDX 24 tractor. I've thought about it. Like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. Make like a mini scale farm. But definitely, definitely do like doing this. This one's pretty much stock except the cool wheels, two tires, and oh yeah, and the motor and the steering. It's not much like this weighs maybe a pound, and this Coma weighs like 2 or 3 pounds. It's incredible how heavy they will get over time. I think this live stream would have had more viewers if I would have gave a more heads up. Like, hey, it's like a 12-hour heads up. I think more people would be interested. This is my first live stream. As I progress, I will be putting them out more. I prefer doing these and short. The videos I might do here and there, but you might as well just have a live stream if you're unboxing something, so that people can come and comment and ask you. That's really that's the cool part about it. So we got the dualies we got the dualies here, and it's got one more wheel to go. Definitely plan on making this build for a while. It's only almost 5 years, so people are probably still getting off work in other areas. So I'll probably go until about 6. We'll see how far I get on the buggy build. Hoping in this life can finish the buggy build. Okay, so sometimes the wheel nuts will come off with the thing. I think this is my first one that's done it to me. No, we wobble it around the wheel nut wrench a little bit and pull it off. I think this was one of the wheels that I was running that I haven't yet figured out the heck. These are older wheels. I haven't took them off since now. Oh, all right, time to fight this wheel. But I do have a light bar somewhere, and I don't remember where I put it. But this buggy cage might be able to have a light bar on it, so I'll be able to run a night thing. I do because it's now getting to winter time, and for odd reasons, right now where I live, it is 62 degrees, and I live up in the Pacific Northwest. So I may be doing live streams eventually, but it's really hard. You gotta put your knife into it. This is how when I prepare to set them up to get to sell them, this is actually how I do it. Like this, but usually it's a lot easier than this. Usually they just pop right out. This might actually not pop out, which might actually be bad. I mean, it's bind right to it. It's annoying. But I definitely have. But as I'm doing this, I can put stuff like this one right here. I painted that body, and then add some stuff with the paint pen. So it's definitely a really fun hobby. I would highly encourage either if you're in it or going into it. Yeah, of course, if you're interested in it, it is highly encouraged. I do. I will be when we run a lot more people on the live streams. I will be commenting with them and stuff because I find with bigger ones is they just don't really pay attention much. This is kind of an area that I want to talk to people, get to know people, learn with people, giving tips and tricks. I might eventually be able to get some stuff and get it. I'm gonna eventually hopefully host an event. Come on, managed to get it. Now it's gonna fit fully. So get there. Okay. Deal. Now it's ready to go. Yeah, I'm trying to get Hobbytown to I actually hoping that maybe next year if I get Facebook, set up an event. That's why I'm trying to build these shared forums and stuff so I can have some demo rigs so people can just come out and run them and use them. So it will definitely be a fun event for them and people who are interested in this. Well, I'm trying to get Hobbytown to do it because they could use their truck and then they could get more people to come buy them. Well, there was one. It's on the west side of the state. It was for a while, and I did see it. So it's they have one. They have a few in California. They have, and then they have USTE, which is Ultimate Scale Truck Expo in Florida, which I actually really want to go to. That's why I'm trying to get this business up and running because then there'll be more chance to go there. Here's the really cool thing is I have a part for a vehicle that I can sell, and technically that means I could go to SEMA. I could get a stand in SEMA. Trax was actually last time, and Trax was actually got a stand in SEMA, and it had like a real vehicle of one of their RC cars. It was really cool to watch that video. It's definitely one of a kind. So, so installed, it definitely does look pretty good. The black might look a little better, but I might run this and see how it does. Put in a few videos. So they're stringing real bad, but you know what? I'm learning. This gray film. I literally just started 3D printing with this gray film it today. No, yeah, today I just started with it today because I got to get two pairs of wheels set up for Monday. So you pop that in there. Now you have this is the before, this is the after, which is a really nice thing. I do have some license plates that I'll fill off. I got some MRC license plates because it was Micro Revolution Customs, which is my business. Just some simple little license plates. I will be printing them probably in a white or gray, and then doing black or gray lettering. Get it. Get in there. Pull in there. So those are set up. I have considered doing wheels. I mean, front little wheel nut things that go right here, and then just give it like a little look, like a big dually truck has. But the funny thing is, this body, they don't have this at Hobbytown anymore. I think I was usually the last person to buy this. So it's definitely cool. I definitely do like it. I'm just seeing the Nightbot thing. I guess maybe not on this one. seeing if chat works because on one of my other live streams I was watching, he was able to shout out and was able to pop up something, but I guess I don't have the Nightbot thing yet. I'll have to research about that part. But this one's ready to go. So now it's a buggy. I kind of have to let something to get super cool and guys real quick. I broke something, but it was not horrible to the point when it and then we'll get the buggy going. I think I hope to have it done by tonight because it's definitely a really cool little buggy. It's just Endura makes a buggy. It's very close to Endura buggy, but it instead of the weird this it has on the front of the Endura buggy, it's more flat. It looks more like a rock solid body, but it is definitely really cool. I have contacted the guy to see if I can. He said in his thing that you could use it as a commercial file, but to sell it commercially, so I've contacted him to ask if I can sell it as a physical file. If he does say yes, I will be making them and selling them because it is definitely really cool. It's definitely one of the coolest things. So just bolts on there until that glue dries with you met. Tell you what we'll do, we'll put taking apart the taco. And I call it taco. Easily enough because they're SPX24, you can just switch parts easily. Easily. And I think close to Christmas, I might go get some money together and maybe through when I start my business, and then I'll just get some new stuff to rebuild this one. That'll put stuff back on here. I had a shelf full of them. Put it back on it. So I think everyone knew this is one of my top trucks. This is a fully the frame is custom 3D printed. So it's really, really cool. It's definitely built out to be. And these are my CSS 24. So probably in some of my next videos, I'll have the buggies. Nice seeing you. Great to have you here on the stream. So that's a really cool trailer. And you see, I got to hook this thing back on here. So we just finished. Who knew this guy? We just finished putting these new wheels on. These are the dual wheels that I talked about in the other live streams on Watson. Like on, I think Arctic Remedy. These are the wheels that I was trying to get him to do. But yeah, the problem is I think why I was doing black wheels weird because I wanted them to match the trailer. But I could just print wheels because the really cool thing. I should just unbolt them real quick. This is not like fractal spasm. This is actually, let me take this off real quick. This is really cool. I'm very happy with that feel. They did a really good job doing this part. Instead of it just being a weird bearing like Traxxas does, they're actually hexes. So you can put different wheels on in there. You can do different wheels and tires. So I could put like these on here. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Let's just say, hey, I want to put dualies on here. Okay, let's just put dualies on here. I think they'll fit. Kind of. I think they have a dually trailer. That'd be really cool. So these are, oh, there went the wheel nut. Okay, so maybe these are a little slightly bigger. But so we have pins too? Oh no, we have pins. So it's actually very strong axles, the metal. Really cool axial tires. I'm very happy with this trailer. It's definitely been a really cool thing. I'll probably run this live stream for about 2 hours. I don't really have much to do tonight, so I'll just keep working on things. I have so much stuff I can do. So many trucks. I can just do stuff, talk about motors and stuff. Oh, no. Um, it looks like we're doing really good. So I can't really tell if I could tell the people on here. Let's see. They really tell me. I want to know who's on here. Oh, I got 12 people that reviewed this thing. It's creepy to see, so that's for sure it's not. Okay. We got chassis that we're going to start building. So this is a really cool 3D print chassis. I found this off printables on Twitter. It might be, I'm using earphone thing, so it might be slightly muffled. Um, because I hooked it in, I can hold on, I can see if that's going on. The problem is my computer's over on one side, and I have a webcam right here because I'm on a laptop. Because I'm in an area where all my RCs are stored, they're not in the house. Oh, it did it again. What the heck is it doing? Is it better now? Because it keeps switching over to my camera. My camera. Is it better? That's right. Now it's right up on me. Is it better now? Because now I pulled it off my mic and put it on my headphones. Should be better. That's how I had it in the beginning. Yep. Okay. Yeah. It's for some reason the computer keeps flipping it over to the webcam I have right here. It's an older webcam, but for some reason it's still working great. I am very happy. I'm very excited to do this live stream. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I've been in school and everything. Being that I am junior in school, so I'm not that old really. And I'm in community college, but I've gotten into this hobby, and I like to share it with people. Let me see if I can get the light bar. Oh, there's a light bar. Let's see if this is the right size. Maybe we can put a cool light bar on this stuff. Because the transmitter will be capable of it. It's a Minute racing transmitter. This is what I run on the white truck. And the white truck's gonna be the buggy. Maybe I'll do a live stream out there, Sean. I'm gonna fill off this stuff. And maybe you come by and be me with me. Because that Wagoneer body is pretty cool. So it looks like this light bar's gonna fit. means we're gonna have some really cool light. This light bar is incredibly bright. For it came off the Terraform buggy. No, I don't know where that went. Where did that go? I don't know where that one is. I don't know where I put the Terraform, but I don't even know where I put it. This is a Terraform buggy body. They are about the same spot. That means that, and what this is the game where being this is a Terraform buggy body, it probably because it won't fit. I do have a skid plate, so maybe I'll consider it because I can 3D print a skid plate for this and then go buy the transmission. I did really like the two-speed transmission that the tractors had. I had that on my Terraform for a while, and then sadly I traded it away. Really wish I didn't do that, but you know what? I ended up with this thing later on. Removal, great. Oh my god! Which is the Red Cat Scout. It's heavy because I've been playing in the water, so I'm sure there's water in the tires. Oh boy. When we get a few more viewers, I will bring out something that was actually my first thing that I've done designing in 3D print. It was a really big project. It was really cool. And I had it for a very long time. And then I took it off because I went into an area that I destroyed a 3D print chassis. It was a really, really nice chassis too. I do have it out so people can print it. The longest piece is like 9.5 inches long. So if you have a 10x10 printer or bigger, you can print that chassis. It's in like 15 pieces, but it's got some skid plate to make it fit onto a Red Cat Everest 10 or Gen 7 transmission. But let's get back to this. This is what we're doing. For it, have gray panels. I say that gray might be a better color to paint over than black. Because black is very hard to paint over. So that's kind of like what it's going to look like. I will add some really cool like decals and detail to it. Simply. When I get a machine that can cut really small stickers, because I can't find anyone who will print me really small stickers. Like that small. So that's what runs on this one. Okay. Little dry and stuff. Get a little filled still, might have to turn the heater on. I can put the battery down and show you guys how I'm probably gonna blind you guys with this light right here. It's a very, very bright light for what it is. I was gonna mount it on the coma, and then I realized that well, I shouldn't cut this really cool body up. Take the battery for it. The funny thing is this is also my battery, and this is an SPX 24 battery. You get the size difference. These are both the same. Actually, I think this is more milliamp than this. Look at the size difference. This is like humongous. Um, you have an adapter, I would probably use this. Get these. These are more like popular. So you can pick these off eBay. They're not horribly expensive. And for like a crawler or something, this might actually be a better choice for your crawler because it'll take up so much less room. I might make adapters to adapt these batteries because I do a lot of soldering and stuff. So I might create some really cool little adapters that you can adapt hard to focus it. That plug, that plug. So this plug is the S624. This is the FMS plug. Part C. Nothing quite. It's similar if I turn this off. It is, but now I don't have any light. Okay. So maybe that will be one of the things that I sell in my business is adapters to adapt with batteries for people out there who want to do check it out. Yeah. Who want to do buggy builds and stuff and they don't want those giant batteries. That's a good option for a battery. They still make them. So they're still making those FMS stuff. Red Cat also has a good one, but I think it's some odd connector. But you just hit the power button, pops right on, and see how bright the light. I'm going to turn the lights off. We got everything just blinded. It was incredibly bright. I mean, you could see my hand with it. It's insane. And Dora does make that light bulb. You can buy it, but oh, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like it has. It wants me to turn off the stuff before turning off. So it has a safety feature. So if you use this on like 10 scale trophy trucks or 18 scale Mojave drums and stuff, it will force you to turn the truck off before you take the transmitter, turn off the transmitter. So that doesn't allow runaways. They've seen in the videos. Sure. That should be good. I will install this last. We have these really cool frame rails. So the big part at the top, so it goes on the front. I might have to look at how to do this. Because I forgot how to do this. Where's the other rail? So, yeah, when I start getting more truck, like in the summertime, I will probably see if I can figure out how to set it up outside. And then we'll do like, I have a crawling course that I might develop. I have a crawling course that I could probably figure out. It's really cool. And then set up a cool little column. They do have like local hobby shops and stuff. I've been finding to have one called UDRC, I think it's what it's called, and there's little laser cut obstacle courses that you can buy for like 15, 20 bucks. So these might be hard to focus. I might have to turn the camera off. These are the license plates. And I might put one on the front of the power wagon to show you guys. I don't know exactly where that would go. But this is an experimental experiment. I forgot I had the trailer on it. I did not hook the trailer up. That's what the trailer was on it. I'll play that second one. So the plan that goes like uh kind of think about it. Kind of goes like that. Yeah, kind of goes like that. Thank you everyone who's joining in. Very happy to have you guys here. Yeah, but it kind of goes like that. I do have, because it's the custom bumper in the rear, why will tilt just because I'm moving it. You can put it like right here. There. Kind of like that. That's my company logo that when I do giveaways and sell stuff, that's technically where it's coming from. I would be doing probably white, license plate, and maybe upon offer, on interest, I might make some license plates with your own names on there or something. Your channel, maybe abbreviate it. Have considered that, but definitely, these are definitely really cool. I just after I was done watching the live stream, he was like tried to go make me some. See how they come out. This is not two color printer. This is a one color printer with a slightly extruded top, so it kind of resembles a license plate because the license plate isn't flat. And then it definitely is they're really cool. I'm hoping to get some canvas and stuff and make cool like banners and flags. But let's start with the frame part. So we'll start with the part. So this is a skid plate. It should fit the original transmission. I I think I might shoot my skid plates off, but I think I double taped that stuff on there. So section maybe in one of the live streams we'll do like a wheel fish, spinning wheel spin with a bunch of people if we can get enough viewers on here. And we'll start running these and see how we do. And we'll do some giveaways. I'm hoping by next year sometime I'll be able to do maybe big giveaways like maybe a buggy cage. That would be really cool. Or maybe even a whole truck eventually. I'm hoping to get some people out there and build do full trucks. But the only thing that I think was going to catch me on saying that we're in was the stop. I think I gotta have it on the stop. Don't stop. As time goes on, it looks like we are gaining a few more viewers. I like to see that. I think next time I might start closer to 5 on my time because I might get a lot of viewers over here. No, stopping. Oh, and by the way, hard to see it. The staff are a little too long for the truck, so I had to put something in the middle to keep it from moving back and forth. I think they're for a wider truck. I think they're for a wider hot racing truck. So I can't use my stock ones for throwing trophy truck. Just calm experience. But I really do. I actually hope to do these a lot more. It'll make it a little harder when I go back into school, but try to do them on the weekend. That's a great. Oh, there's got blue notes on me. I gotta make sure about that part. Oh yeah, before I start doing this one, I need to make sure these are gonna bolt on the chassis. It's like wow. So I've watched you just watch and comment and I'll answer guys' questions. I just want to see some more comments maybe in the chat. Thank you. So I can make sure everyone's here. If you're doing good. Very happy. This is a very good outcome for my first live stream I've ever done. It's actually gonna fit through. That is gonna fit through. I mean, it's gonna be 48 seconds. That's all I need. I might have to do that. Yep. Yep, I will have to do that. All right, we're trying to overall fit. Fine, we got me. Guys, I have to find a tiny little bit in this thing when I drill. Yeah, this is really small. I mean, this is really small. I think this is it. I might see what those, what is this called in Texas? Let me just make sure. This might be the one, but there's another one that might be smaller. Well, it's over there. Maybe it's over there. Where's that thing? I don't know. There's a very small resin build that he's been working at. He's been having consistent views from about 2 to 3 to 5. I saw it go up to 5. He was well, he was running. I'm trying to get the watt towers up, which is definitely a great way to do that. Especially if you have a consistent like 30 eventually. And I'm sure it's time. So if I like do it on the weekend or something, I'm feeling more comfortable doing it. Maybe on Sundays, maybe Sunday evening, there's nothing really much to do this morning. Jesus Christ. I'm probably gonna do it. I'll figure out a date, set it off. And sometimes I'm working. I don't have a job right now. My normal job is I'm the sole owner of a landscaping company. And it's wintertime. There's no work. That's why I'm trying to get this online business going. So then I can do that. I can make some money and hold off until spring. Yeah, thermostat in here. I think it's getting a little cooler in here. Well, it's pretty warm outside. Luckily, yeah, it's pretty well insulated. I checked my batteries thing too. It's expensive right now, but I don't know. If you ever looking for batteries to work your cars and sense belts and stuff, I would go with these batteries. These batteries are definitely, I've never had issues with them. I've actually had issues with the name brand ones. So these ones are, they're a more kind of quiet brand, but they work. Very happy with them. These are fun. Kind of miss ever so slightly, a little tone thing of it. But yeah. Oh, look at here. Let it. The cool thing about this is the spiky build is it's on the front. Like the body mount's on the front. The batteries on the front. We'll see how that actually pans out when I put the body on there. Like, will I have to remove screws to pop the body off? I might have to. So if that does happen, I will design and 3D print the body mount. Eventually, maybe I'll make a live stream of me just designing things. I don't know how interesting that will be to people, but there you go. That's on there. That's not going to go anywhere. Thinking there's going to be holes in there. There's going to be holes on there. I guess if you wanted to strap the stuff down, picture it, but I don't. If you're going to look at no, 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 wait, no. Oh, Oh, let me look up real quick how to do this. Huh? Been a good life. Not long in the road. This is other thing cut out. For a second. It's my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't know why it's laggy. It's not laggy on my end. Still fine, but let's try and doing it right. I don't know why it's laggy. It could be maybe yours or something. Yeah, it could be your Wi-Fi. Because it's not laggy at all. Like it did say reconnect on it, but I'm in its bed and the Wi-Fi I'm using is over in our shop, which is like very across, but it could have problems. Hey, at least it's not like Josh from Matt or Josh from Harley Designs with his Wi-Fi his Wi-Fi doesn't work. It looks like it's getting a little better. I've watched one of his live streams and it wasn't too bad. Oh, that goes upside down. Okay. That's nuts. How does this stuff look? Uh, Apparently that goes upside down. Okay, it's better. Okay, good. Um, 'Think more than one. What? Please do. Is it still all right? Can you still see me? Um, we just popped up something that said URL. Then once you I'm guessing the URL. Okay, so it's just flashing me an error. I've never seen it. What's going on? Okay. Yeah. Um, I'll just leave it. If it cuts out, then it cuts out. I don't know why it isn't. Just plain, but it's like that. So, they go back and forth, I think, because I see them on my light, my part. They pop out. One minute. I'll have to figure out what that primary thing is. So I'm doing with the 265. So what did I gain? I gained 3 subscribers out of this already. It's nice. So that's very good. It's actually good. I don't know why that error is popping up. I'll just leave it until it's disappears. Well, boy, that's a long time. So let's flip it over. So that's actually how that's how weird. I do hope some people join again. I think they just go back and forth. The ones who usually stay around, like you, they'll stay around. I had one of the guys who stayed around for a while. So it'll just be like that until I get well established. Did I? Yeah, cool. I don't understand what that is. So good. Let's see. How weird. What the? Like, I wonder if that's preventing people from joining. I don't think it is. No, this won't be the wrong one. It's pretty good. Oh, and what was it? Oh, yeah, people now. My Wi-Fi keeps doing weird things. Funny thing is, it did it when Cat opened its door. So let me just look up this error real quick just to make sure we're okay, and then we'll continue. It flags me an error. I'm very new to this, so it's very tough. What is that? Um, I think we got 22 views already. Let me just click the there and then we'll continue. It's saying that I have another live stream when oh, it's fine. Is it okay with you guys or is it lagging again? Okay. Sorry guys. I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. It's flashing me that I have another live stream up when I don't. Maybe I schedule one. I didn't realize it because it's sitting on core right now. Uh, very happy. Thank you. Um, but there more than one option. One. Yes, there is one. I like. Oh, the kept in stream, kept pausing. Um, yeah, I noticed that. Um, it could be your Wi-Fi. It also could be mine. I mean, it's heavily for what is up with it? Oh, I'm trying to fix that. Weird. I worried if I refresh it, it won't come back. Um, so if it's still okay, I'm gonna refresh it and hopefully it fixes the issue because it is lagging pretty bad supposedly. I will end this stream and I will start another one and then you can come back and join. Because I think that will fix that issue because it's showing really poor quality right now. But yeah. To be able to go back into my channel and get back on live streams, I'm gonna stop it and see what happens. Okay, so it's looking, it's right here in the me. I'll just go for a little bit more and then I'll stop it. Because I think it'll be good. And maybe I'll do one tomorrow and see if I can get it to book right. Oh, that's sucks. Um, I might end this one. I might start another one and go for. Yeah, it could be just your internet, but it keeps flashing me this parallel thing. I don't want to end it. I just want to refresh it. Um, it's kind of it depends. We'll start in the with that 60 that problem. We have one to go. Now I got there. Okay. 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 It's done this in 2 seconds.